Welcome back, guys. Today, I'm going to dive into part 3 of my Self-Mastery and You series. Today, I'm going to be talking about coping mechanisms. There are many unhealthy coping mechanisms, whether that be overeating, binging, sex, drinking, and blaming others. These are all negative, unhealthy coping mechanisms that you may have faced or are still facing right now. Denial is also part of coping mechanisms. Are you living in denial? Denial is merely a defense mechanism to protect yourself from the situation, justifying the situation and why you are behaving the way you are. And denial also detaches the person from their own reality. In defense mechanisms, sometimes situations are too hard to tolerate. You may very well be a member at the gym, and you may very well go to the gym a few times a week, if not more than that. However, some coping mechanisms that you may still be facing when it comes to this is you go and reward yourself by eating a crappy meal every time you go and work out. Have you done this? I definitely can say I have done this, where I would reward myself almost every time I left the gym because that was my coping mechanism. That's what made me feel reward. I was doing it in a negative way. Another one that I know a lot of people struggle with, I have seen it firsthand with coping, is drinking, where you don't want to face the reality of the situation, whether that be just your life in general. You might not be happy where you are in life, so you drink to forget about the problem. And then in turn, that's only dwindling your health. That's only hurting your relationships with family, spouses, and yourself. And also with blaming others, nothing is going to be solved if you're only constantly blaming someone else for your own damn problems. You must realize that. A lot of us do this. I have done this. So be aware of the coping mechanisms that you have. Write them down, journal them. Write how you're feeling, what emotions arise when these coping mechanisms come to surface. You must be aware of your emotions in these situations in order to change. I know change is difficult, but in order to have healthy coping mechanisms, but in order to have a healthy life, mentally, physically, and spiritually, you must be aware of the emotions. You must be aware of the situations that bring out the negative coping mechanisms. You must change these situations. Remember, this all begins with the mindset. Being aware is crucial. It is the number one aspect to be able to master yourself.